You're filming. Hey, this is Mike. We're here in Billings, Montana, Red Lodge, Montana, at a campground. It's really beautiful. It's a gorgeous day. And we managed to get some Diana and RWS rifles here on the table. But where we're at, we're not allowed to shoot in this particular zone. So I'm kind of doing it under the cover, but I can't use anything that's going to glow like the target stickers. So the only thing I can use is basically I got a bucket out there and I'm using open sights. So let's pan around, take a look at these two guns that are on the table here. The one I just got recently is the new Diana 340 NTech. Now this rifle really feels good. The shot cycle, you'll hear in a minute, actually has a bit of a little slap. It's actually louder than this 350 RWS. So we have the Diana 340 NTech and we have the RWS 350 Magnum. So let's get a shot off of this just so they can hear that. And the cocking is surprisingly not too far off from this. But now I believe this was a refurb, you know, I just don't remember. And to me, it seems a little more docile than it used to be. I just don't know. But anyway, let's give this a shot. You'll hear it, the shot cycle. She's going to zoom in on that bucket. Now I'm using open sights, and the NTech 340 has the glow sights where the RWS 350 does not. So that makes it difficult for me to see. Well, that one there we completely missed, but we'll do another one. But listen to the slap on this. It's gotten a little quieter. We'll do it one more, just to hear that shot cycle. I like the rifle. I'm not sure yet as far as, you know, anything else, but it's smooth. It has a nice weight, but it's not weighty, but it feels really good. And the stock is surprisingly nice, you know, with the way it's designed. I really like it, where before just by pictures I didn't particularly care too much for that humpback butt cheek piece in the butt area. So that's that. Now let's take a look at this 350 here. You know, pan over here, would you please? So we got this 350. This is a really nice gun. The stock is nice. I'll just hold it up for you. And of course it's a T06 trigger. And let me tell you, I shouldn't have to tell you, but the T06 is a very nice trigger. If you got any complaints with that, then you might as well hang it up. So I haven't had anything scoped yet with this, but with the open sights, for me the drawback is there's no day glow sights here, and it's very hard for me to line up the two and hit my target where I want. But we're going to give that a shot. This gun actually seems like it's a little less louder, and cocking, believe it or not, is almost the same. We have a nice array of pellets here, but I decided to take the targets down because the people can come, the forest rangers can see those targets. They just can spot stuff that is out of place real quick. So I'm not going to go that route with shooting for paper targets this time. I really like this RWS 350. If you have any complaints about it, well then I suggest she's going to pan around real slow. And then you can just keep it this way. If you have any complaints about the RWS 350, then all I can suggest is that take it apart, clean it up, detune it a little bit, and get a proper guide made for it and do some work to it to make it nicer. But this right now is pretty darn smooth. I really like it, and it's fresh out of the box. So safety's off. You can just keep it here, babe. My lovely wife is filming me today. I missed. like I say, it's hard with the open sight. So the cocking is nice. The gun, the thing about this RWS 350 is, I think personally that all the air gunners are so used to this model. It's old news. But looking back at this is a really nice classic. I love the lines of the stock. It speaks for itself. Now this particular stock looks really nice. It has a rich color. The grain is nice. It's not ho-hum. And then sometimes you do get those ho-hum looking stocks, and that's kind of a turnoff. But this RWS 350 with the blue, the steel, the whole 9 yards, to me is a very nice rifle, and I don't see why anybody wouldn't want that in their collection. Of course, we all have our different taste, but to me, this is never leaving. I love it. It has that feel. Safety off. And of course I missed that one too, but that's okay. But anyway, here we are, we're having a good day. I still got plenty of work in the lathe room, and we finally got ourselves out here in beautiful Red Lodge, Montana. Well, I forgot to mention the Diana 340 N-Tex trigger. So while we're here, let's do a quick film on both of these triggers. And I'm just going to break the gun, load it, and then have a tight view on the triggers. And so let's go through that. This is the RWS 350. And we'll look at the sequence of the triggers. Now I haven't touched the trigger adjustment at all. So if you're close to that, that's what we want. Let's see if I can hit that bucket this time. Now that's not our full-size bucket either. That's a little, like a, the type of buckets that you have the mosquito stuff in. Nope, I missed it. But anyway, that trigger's nice. I don't know if you saw that. Pretty good. That's your typical RWS 350. Let's do the N-Tech 340. I'm not really big on gas rams rifles, but I got the rifle for $219 plus a little bit for shipping, so it's about $240 sitting here, and it's a German rifle for $240. How can you not try that out? So here we go with the N-Tech. Safety's off. 340. We're going to look at this trigger sequence here. Now I hit my, just came back, so here's your actual travel, and it's smooth. The travel isn't hard, it's just smooth. Now, so let's get rid of the travel and then actually pull the trigger now. Travel's gone, hit your second stage, a little bit of squeeze and she goes off. There's nothing at all wrong with that trigger. So now I'm going to go back to the 350 real quick. Safety's off. So right now the travel on this is longer than the N-Tech. The N-Tech's travel feels a little bit smoother as well. That could be just a matter of putting some lube in there and cleaning it up. But anyway, let's get through this cycle real quick. Travel's going, we hit our second stage, little squeeze and she's off. Very nice. Nothing to complain about any of these triggers. Well, there it is. If you like plinking and stuff like that, I would suggest, it's crowded here. If you like plinking, I would suggest getting one of these if the price is right. I got this too because it was the better deal. You know, the other one, the premium, has all that fancy stuff going up here, and I'm not too sure I would have liked it anyway. But anyway, that's a wrap. See you next time. Take care. Well, I forgot to mention, Tom Gaylord did a review on the N-Tech 340, and he was very impressed with its accuracy. The thing was stacking pellets, and he said that he felt that that gun was a natural shooter and that it wanted to stack pellets, so he was very happy with it. But also what I did hear about this through O.C. Bolden, or White Fang, or Fang as we call him, from the Junkyard Air Guns, he was telling me that he was talking to one of the tuners who actually worked on one of these, and the tuner was not happy with getting his hands inside of this. So apparently there was something that was a big pain in the butt, and the tuner didn't want to do another one. I have a funny feeling that may have to do with the trigger and the gas piston where the sear catches and all that, but I won't know personally until I actually get into one of these. And as long as this gun shoots the way it is, there's no need to get into it other than maybe change the piston seal and check the lube. But right now it shoots really nice. This gun really feels good. It feels like a real wooden steel gun, has a nice balance to it. It has a good feel to it as well. So I'm getting used to the open sights. I'm going to go one more time and get my little bucket back there to try to make up for me missing the bucket. But that's because I'm trying to get used to and it's hard. Yeah, I know, Mike, you and your excuses. Okay, here we go. Got it. All right, that's a wrap. See you next time. Thank you. Well, here's some of the view here in Red Lodge, Montana. I'm on my way out. Just came up to visit my wife. She goes camping on a regular basis. I stay home a lot of times and man the fort and take care of my airgun stuff. But of course you can't shoot up here. You have to be in the right place for it. It depends on where you're at around the people and what area. And the high fire zones are real high right now for fires, so you got to be really careful. In fact, you can see the smoke now from the fires and stuff. So we're going to head on out and get back to town. See you later. Okay, we're headed back home. Just a nice ride. It's a spectacular day. And the work week starts tomorrow.